We're back. Todd and Erin, daily stream. Why couldn't Labor Day just go on one more day?
That look of angst and suffering.
No, it was a
I'm
look.
just so heartbroken for you.
This is the face my kids were making this morning.
No,
when
that's
I
bleak resignation, which is like...
Dragged them out of bed. It's like, I gotta work, you gotta work, go to school.
Yeah, bite me, kids.
So we did a lot of traveling over the Labor Day weekend. Erin and I did our pilgrimage, as we do every year, to Burning Man.
You've never heard of Burning Man. It's in the middle of the Black Rock Desert in Nevada, and essentially it is a city of 75,000 people that come together for 2 weeks. Now, I have to tell you that in all the years we've gone, I've never seen anyone fight. I've never seen anyone be horrible to anybody else. I've never seen anything that wouldn't make you think this was an incredibly loving group of people. You come in, they hug you, they say, welcome home. Your bike breaks down, there's always somebody there to leap in and help you fix it. If you need something, someone's always available, and everything is gift-based. You can't pay or buy or sell anything. Everything is offered as a gift from the heart, and it's an amazing experience.
I don't like the welcome home thing because it's a desert. It's
a state of mind, baby.
I understand the state. It's Nevada. So anyway, so we go there, and it's radical freeform expression of art and
music,
and we're going to be showing you some stuff over the
and I essentially dress like that feral kid from Mad Max. That's pretty much my entire fashion sense.
And it just, people take it to all extremes, and it's really fun. And we go with our friends every year, and we just have fun. And sometimes we just laugh at other people because they're fun and
adorable. But there's always, have you noticed
laugh at us.
There's like a recurring theme. Like, it just seems like a whole bunch of people had a hive mind consciousness, and they'll go, I'm going to do this thing that's going to be so radical and no one will do it, but a bunch of them are.
What are you talking about?
This year it was the fun bikes.
May I say?
Uh-huh.
There are no cars. You park your car for the entire event, 70,000 people or whatever. In this,
you're biking it or you're walking it,
and no one. It's 4 miles across. No one wants to walk, and so everybody has a bike. Now we have used the same bike since the first year, 10 years ago that we went. $89 bikes from Walmart.
That was a good investment.
The desert has almost killed them, but
those are valiant.
So
little
what's
bikes.
the new trend? We haven't talked about this.
Well, it was funny. I mean, I'm sure that the first 2 or 3 guys I saw went, I must have been so clever. There are these gigantic guys, and they were riding on those little tiny, adorable, like kids' bikes with their elbows and their arms out like this, and they're pedaling.
Okay, when you say tiny bike, you mean like
a bike you would put Zoe on, and this is for an adult male.
So the seat is like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah. And their big knees and their elbows are sticking out, and they're pedaling like really painfully and laboriously. And I'm sure they thought I'd be so cute. It's like right up to the point you realize that's your only mode of transportation.
So this is like,
and I saw more and more of them every day, and it was always guys.
So this is the bikes that monkeys ride at the circus.
Pretty much, essentially. And then the other one were the gigantic ones with the massive front wheel, like they had in the old 1900s when they wore handlebar mustaches. And I saw like another 30 or so guys on those, and every one of them, instead of dismounting, just essentially fell off. And I'm like,
that's one way to dismount.
Was your vision that you forgot how much you have to transport yourself on these bikes, or did it just seem cute and you went with it?
Now, it is impossible for us to tell you what it's like. But this week, what we're going to do is we're going to share little chunks of it for you.
It's heart stopping.
And some of the stuff that was odd, some of the stuff was really odd. And some of the stuff that was just made us stop in our tracks. And as a matter of fact, here's a little chunk. Keep going.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video, and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
All right.
Right?
All right. With other people around, it's okay, right? But can you imagine, like, I don't know, middle of Maine, a pasture, fog going across it, and here comes, yeah? Okay. So one of the cool things, and I was pretty proud, you have to admit it.
No, I thought this was very ingenious.
I did a video last week about making my cooler a better cooler, and the review of that new improved cooler is coming up next. I am so excited to let you know how everything went. Okay, so this is my official review of turning your cheaper cooler into something a lot better. Now, as you saw in the video, this is what I took. Don't worry, just the wheels. This is what I took to the desert. We made the liner. I took it and I took it to the desert. This is what we're up against. We're up, wasn't that hot. It was only like, I don't know, like 95 degrees, 90, 95 degrees, but at night it dropped to about 60. That cooler, like I said, had dry ice in the bottom, and it was just going to be used for drinks, just ice, no food in it whatsoever. And I threw in a couple of frozen water bottles as well. How did it work? Awesomely. It worked awesomely. It was the most amazing thing. 3 days in, I still had the cube ice was still dry. So it wasn't all shiny and slippery. It was dry like it comes out of your freezer. In 3 days, I was so impressed. 4th day, I started to get a little bit wet, but the ice water bottles that were frozen still solid. 5 days, solid bottles of ice. The thing I learned though is my friend has been doing this for years, jerk face, and he didn't tell me. So when I showed him mine being all proud and stuff and telling him what I was doing and working on, he was just like, yeah, I've been doing that. Jerk face. So anyway, he gave me another tip, and evidently when you take ice out, that void you start creating and gets bigger and bigger is actually a really bad thing for ice preservation. And so what he does is he takes beach towels, he rolls them up like a sleeping bag, and he makes them damp, and he fills the voids in the cooler with them, and then that way it lasts a lot longer. So I got to tell you, 10 out of 10. That's what I'm thinking. Could I go farther? Yes. Could I use thicker foam foil covered bubble wrap? No, because it uses up too much room. So what I'm going to do is I've got 3 coolers like these, and I am going to go through the process of doing them all because it worked out that well. This was the food container, and it did pretty well, but I'm definitely going to line it. One of the other things was I got some questions. You guys asked some questions. They're really good questions. So I thought I'd answer. First of all, how much does the bubble wrap with the foil sides cost? And I bought a pretty big roll. Now, I'm thinking this would do 6 or 7 coolers easily. So that was $24. So, I mean, this is enough for you and all your family to basically get together and have an insulating party, because I know that sounds really awesome. You could do that. Another question is, how about taping it in place or gluing the foam, the bubble wrap in place? And I'm thinking no, because as I found, especially with the food one, you really need to be able to take it out. You need to be able to lift the thing out. And I didn't even tape the edges on the inside. I just left the thing in pieces so I could take it out and wash it all, wash the cooler out, because I think that's kind of important for the next time. Another question is $24 for the roll. Okay. Frozen water bottles. I put in frozen water bottles that I pre-frozen. They were still solid after 4 days. It was almost disappointing because I wanted to drink water and I couldn't. That's how good it was. All right, another one. How big a block of dry ice? That's a great question. 10 pounds. If you go in and on top, grocery stores, it's usually locked because they don't want you touching it because it's 190 degrees below zero. It'll burn you. It'll give you a terrible burn. And they go, oh, we only have broken pieces. No, they don't. Go to the bottom. They are banded. You can pick them up. 10 pounds in the bottom of the cooler, and it worked incredibly well. All right, so there it is. It did work. I'm really happy with it. I hope it helped you. $35 cooler suddenly is worth twice as much, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the first video, and I'm kind of proud. And I got to thank my wife, Erin, for going to the desert and hanging out and putting up with it. Not the desert me. And, and I'm off to another adventure. Have a good day. Dingo's got my baby.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video, and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
There you go. I still can't believe my friend, that dirty dog, didn't tell me he'd been doing this for years. What a jerk.
Well, it couldn't have come up in conversation. Maybe there were other more intellectual things you were discussing.
I was so happy.
It worked out perfectly. I was
All
so
right,
happy. Tell me something good.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't seen our newest Facebook page, it's called Tell Me Something Good, because that seemed to keep coming up over and over during the show, that this was the thing that you kind of looked forward to because you knew it would be the good news, that you would have something positive. And so essentially we started the page with everything that is basically good news. But, money's always good news. And so we have a brand new $100 gift card giveaway this week. It is to Target. So $100 gift card giveaway. Just stop by our Facebook page. Tell me something good.
Plus,
like it. Drop a comment about something good that's happened to you, and you're automatically entered. There's zero effort because we're lazy.
And a warm feeling in your heart.
Yeah.
The stories are great, actually.
They really are amazing.
They really are amazing.
I've been so inspired and so stunned, and some of the best stories have come from the listeners themselves. I mean, our friends on Facebook who have volunteered their stories, and then I put it out for everyone, and it's really cool to see how many intelligent and courageous people we know. Do you want to hear today's?
Yes.
It's brought to you by PC Laptops, our dear friends at PC Laptops. They have 10 locations along the Wasatch Front. Laptops and desktops starting out at $7.99.
And they fix phones.
Lifetime guarantee.
Well, most of the times while you're waiting.
Yeah, nice,
All right, go ahead. Tell me something good.
This is so freaking genius, I can hardly stand it. Did you have a student loan?
Yes.
I had mostly scholarships, but I did have to take
did.
a student loan out for one semester because I had books that cost over $900 for one class. And I remember laboriously paying that thing off. And I had friends who had tens of thousands of dollars in student loans. Right? They have a brand new app now, and this is genius. They actually debuted it on Shark Tank, and Mark Cuban actually backed it. But it's an app that allows students to nickel and dime their way out of debt. And they've just finished paying off $1 million in debt for student loans.
I don't get it.
Well, here's how it works. It's called Change Ed. Change Ed. You put it on your mobile app on your phone.
Okay.
And basically, every day's purchases are just rounded up to the nearest dollar. So let's say that you're buying coffee. And it was $2.75.
No.
And then they say,
where's the $2.75?
All right, but just go with
7-Eleven.
it. Go with it for argument's sake, okay?
Okay.
So let's say it's $2.75. The app will automatically roll up to $3, a nice even $3, what you pay, and that extra 25 cents goes into a bank account. It's FDIC insured.
Right.
It goes into a bank account specifically in their name. You don't have to do any of this. It all automatically goes in, and then every day it starts adding up and adding up. And when the small amounts of change eventually pile up to 100, then it starts transferring into paying off your student loans. Now, you think, why? But think about it. Most people do minimum payments. I certainly did. I didn't have a lot of extra money.
Right.
But he said the spare change roundups are having a huge change. Nick Sky's the CEO. He said, if you think about it, let's say that you had $37,000 in student loan debt, right?
Good Lord.
You will pay $60,000 to pay it back. That's in interest and the rest of the loan. $60,000.
Oh, by the way, this is their government screwing you over.
Well, here's the cool thing with the help of the app, because you're doing all these little nickel and dime adding ups.
Right.
They said that you can save up to $14,000 on your debt.
Okay,
$14,000 just by adding that extra 24 cents from your purchase of a candy bar.
If I could leave without my mic issue, and go into our room, we have a large jar of coins. Mm-hmm. Is that the same thing?
Essentially,
but
yeah.
But no, because you use debit cards and you use that.
Well,
stuff,
everybody in this world now uses debit cards, and so that's how you swipe. But all this money is squirreled up. It's FDIC insured. They take care of everything. But it's amazing. They said not only does it knock off like $14,000 in debt, it also can take up to 6 years off your repayment term.
Once
just by
again,
swiping. Isn't that amazing?
Government is charging you interest on making you smarter so you can work for the country and make a better person and place out that we live in. Just me. Sleeping. Do you know what the definition of certain types of sleep are? Let's say, what do they call it when you can't sleep?
Insomnia.
Sleep. Insomnia. There's two types. First type is that you can't sleep.
You're just sitting there.
Right.
Not sleeping.
Number two is that you wake up during the night. And that's the second kind. They're both
And that's
bad.
when you lie there and all of your terrible fears start coming to your brain, and then all of a sudden you and your family are living in a dumpster. That's not autobiographical or anything.
This is the way my brain works. My brain works like this. The family goes on a vacation. We go to the beach, the shark attacks. We go to the hospital, transfusions. That's my mind at night. That's the way I go. It's just like, it's a beautiful day until someone get hit by lightning. So anyway, here is the story. This is how it goes. And this is done in Sweden, and it was also related to the U.S. military. And this is how you can fall asleep in, guess how long? You won't even know.
I don't know, like 20 minutes, half an hour?
No. After you practice for 6 weeks, they're saying that you can fall asleep in 120 seconds.
2 minutes?
Yes.
Wow.
Right
I can see where that'd be valuable in the military, though, because you have to be really sharp. And I would think that doing active duty, there would be a lot of things keeping you up at night. So getting your proper sleep would be really crucial.
120 seconds.
Tell me how.
I don't think if I drank a half gallon of tequila that I could pass out in 120 seconds, much less go to sleep in a peaceful, loving manner.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be sleeping with you. I'd be half the house away because of the fumes.
The military method. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
There are 5 methods. 5 steps, rather. Number 1, relax your face. I say it like that. Relax your face.
Okay.
Okay, we're talking your tongue, your jaw. I have the lockjaw thing. The muscles around your eye. If you're not driving right now, just practice that.
How do you even...
It's like you're having a stroke.
Honestly, I'm not sure how to do it.
Shake your face. Okay. Number 2, drop your shoulders as low as they can go.
Okay.
Then relax the lower part on one side of your arm and then the other.
Okay.
All right, so you got your face, your shoulders. Oh, jelly-like. And now number 4, finally, 3, breathe out and relax. I'm already tired. That's the problem. When I started this exercise.
And then relax your chest.
Relax your chest. And then you got your legs and your thighs and your calves. Let those go.
So now you're limp and you're basically a mush.
You're working all the way down. And
Okay.
You're doing the breathing thing, relaxing your chest. And when your mind is clear, try to picture one of the following images.
Okay.
I'm going to let Erin read this, okay? Do it in your soothing voice, not the voice you use around the house.
Lying in a canoe on a calm lake. Nothing but blue sky above you. Snuggled perhaps in a velvet black hammock in a pitch black room, saying, don't think, don't think, don't think, don't think, for 10 seconds.
Over and over again. Wow. And that'll make you fall asleep in 120.
That's what they say.
120 seconds.
That's what they say.
It could be worse. I mean, it could be worse. But that makes, or the tequila. You guys make the choice.
I just think
on
that
this.
don't think would incite my spiteful nature to go, oh, I'm thinking now. I would, if I were to sit there and to tell my inner soul, don't think, my inner soul would tell me to go bite myself, and it would start thinking of terrible things.
But you really have to just, from the head down, just kind of let it go. Don't think. I would think too.
I guess.
Try it. They say it takes 2 weeks. If you do it for 2 weeks, they say you can start getting in the trend of doing it. Sleep is so important because, well, you know how it affects everything in your life.
Yeah, it keeps you from being crazy. We've all been there.
We are back on the map. Utah, we are back on the map.
I had no idea we had achieved something this magnificent. We are number 1, my friends, in the entire nation.
We are.
Number 1.
Number 1 in?
This came via the Chicken Wire. We are listed as the number 1 state. Now, this is actually what they released as their press release. The name Utah comes from the Ute Native American tribe. It means people of the mountains.
Yeah.
After earning the top spot on this list, we're thinking a name change might be order. People of the Nuggets has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, let's go talk
Apparently-
to the Ute Native Americans and see how they feel.
I'm sure they
Who
love it.
is this?
At Chick-fil-A, they said that we
Chick-fil-A.
are the largest consumer of chicken nuggets in the country by
We
far. By far.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, nice, huh?
Like how many people? Well, Zach ate 20 the other day.
Yeah, see, they're
Which
actually 24. He was going for a record.
Which explained a lot of what happened later.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Interesting.
Number
Interesting.
one. We're number one.
All right.
Chicken nuggets.
So, like we said, we're going to be showing you different images of Burning Man. We're going to leave you now with in the middle of a desert, quarter-mile away from anything else, is this display you're about to see. And it makes you stop and look because, well, you'll see. You guys have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow morning right here on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
Don't forget to go to our new page, Tell Me Something Good, and sign up to win the $100 gift card. Tell your friends. Share our show. Annoy them.
All right. Enjoy the lights.
Favorite artist.